Paul, hello. We missed seeing you at the field.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good. Coach V, what's up?
Hey, Coach.
Tyson, our favorite ticketing person. There he is. Jenna, we miss you still. Oh, awesome. Where we got? Maddie, I see a picture. I don't see you, but Emma's here with me too. She got stuck. Oh, there she is. Emma girls. Maddie's on it. Okay, well. Oh, Marv, Karen, Patricia, forks up. Oh man, so good to see you guys. Lopez family, I saw those outfits. You guys were rocking them.
Okay, it looks like our numbers are starting to settle down here. Another tremendous turnout for our second edition of Fridays at Farrington with Coach Ford. So as Coach has said a couple times now, so great to see everybody. Thanks for coming and joining in on what promises to be another entertaining hour. We have another great panel pulled together. Former student athletes, current student athletes. Obviously, we'll hear from Coach Ford. And it's all going to be moderated and taking us through the paces with one of our all-time legends, which will be a lot of fun to see. So before we get to that, though, I'm going to do a brief Zoom etiquette. I see a lot of familiar names on here, so I don't think we need to go through the entire rundown like we normally do, but just a quick reminder to go ahead and keep yourself on mute as often as possible. That'll help with a lot of the background noise. You can go ahead and mute your microphone in the bottom left-hand corner of your Zoom screen. Excuse me. You can leave your video on or turn it off and just listen to the conversation, whatever your preference. You can change your video permission on the bottom left corner of the Zoom screen as well. If you do choose to have your camera on, make sure you're considering your surroundings, as we do have a number of folks with us today. So make sure everything's appropriate for all 100 or so people to see that'll be joining us today. And we do suggest that you go ahead and convert your view to speaker view so that you can always see who's speaking. Probably leads to the best type of engagement over the next hour. You can do that up in the right-hand corner of your screen. And then lastly, if you think of a question that's not already been submitted, we did have a great number of questions submitted, which was tremendous to see. You can type it into the chat box, and the chat box can be opened by clicking on that option in the lower toolbar. So that's enough of the do's and don'ts. So at this time, I'd like to give a quick introduction to our moderator today, a member of our 2008 Women's College World Series Championship team, who also made the all-tournament team back in 2008. A number of awards that we need to highlight so we understand just the talent that has taken us through the paces today. She was recognized as a second team academic All-American, 2008 All Pac-12 first team, Pac-12 Scholar Athlete of the Year, an All Pac-10 team, an All Pac-10 All Academic team. That's a mouthful right there. She was the recipient of the Rosalind Lyons Scholarship in Education and the Roma Gentry Memorial Scholarship. And over the course of her career was also recognized as the Student Athlete of the Month here in Sun Devil Athletics. We're going to be joined, she's one of the all-time top career hitters in ASU softball history with 191 career base hits. From 2006 to 2008, she accomplished that. Her batting average of .418 in 2008 is 9th among all-time single-season hitting records here at ASU. And her 87 hits still stand second overall in a single season. That's what she's done on the diamond, but most importantly is some of the work that she finds herself doing now. She currently serves as the CEO of the Lapin Sunshine Foundation. In her role, she works to help grow the presence of the foundation in the Lapin College Clubhouse. The Lapin College Club is a community program offered to students from low-income community of South Tucson who are interested in earning funding for their future college education. The clubhouse offers 7 after-school programs to students at no cost. The foundation to date has given over $3.5 million to Tucson students. And during this lockdown that we currently find ourselves in, the foundation has given out over 2,800 meals to its students and their families. Obviously, tremendous work being done in the community. We can't thank you enough for that, building a better community day in and day out. So without further ado, I'd love to turn it over to Jackie Vasquez, who's going to take us through the paces today. Jackie, it's all yours.
Hey, thank you guys so much. Thank you for making me feel good about myself, like during this quarantine, not just for putting makeup and doing my hair for the first time. We're super excited. I was such an honor that Coach asked me to moderate today after Hillary did such a great job last time, so big shoes to fill. But we have some awesome people on today's call. We have Coach Ford, obviously. We have some big-time Olympians to be. We have Dallas Escobedo. We have Sechel Palacio. We got Chelsea Gonzalez, as well as some of our stud 2020 rostered student athletes. We have All-American Maddie Hackbath. We have shortstop Alina Torres, one of my faves, Suncat alums. We have infielder Hallie Harger, and we have utility player Melly McLemore. So thank you guys so much for everybody who's here. We are super excited to have such a big attendance and really glad that everybody could be on this call today.
Awesome. I think, as you guys can see, I know it's a little dimmed, but I am inside the hitting facility. I promised that we would give you guys a little taste of the hitting facility today. So just wanted to say thank you to Jackie. Man, you were a rock star then and you're a rock star now. So I think you really embody what an ASU Sun Devil for life is. You've done such tremendous things in the community, which really impacts a lot more people than really you did on the softball field. So I think it's an honor for all of us to be here with you as well. I'm excited about today. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update of kind of how things are going and kind of where we're at. I'm driving my family still crazy, so I'm doing a good job of that. I'm still working on a lot of projects. I'm trying to, I'm doing a lot of podcasts and kind of just some conversations that I have with people, kind of leaders in the baseball, softball world of new techniques, technology, all that kind of fun stuff. My girls will tell you that I love to nerd out. So I've been spending a lot of time of developing kind of some new drills and working on making sure that they're okay. So everybody on our end has been great. Our players this week was finals, so they finished strong, and I know they did a great job, and they really transitioned well. And I think for me, that was such a huge, I was just really impressed with our program and our players for the ability to have all kinds of kind of curveballs thrown at them, and life is different, and you know, having to be here and then go home and then, you know, coming back and back and forth. They've done such a tremendous job, and something that I'm truly proud of just their hard work and their focus. And I think, you know, the reason why they are so successful is they understand how to deal with adversity, and they know how to kind of roll with the punches and then kind of, you know, go to the next step. So we have a Zoom team call later on this afternoon. So because of NCAA rules, I haven't been able to talk to them for 2 weeks on Zoom. So it's been pretty hard for me because I'm a people person, so I miss seeing their faces. But we'll catch up today, and I'm sure I'll be all laughing and giggling and enjoying to, you know, kind of hearing what's going on. Recruiting, I guess that's, you know, the question of the hour of what's going on with recruiting. I think for us, you know, we're just kind of waiting to hear what the NCAA has to say about when they're going to lift our recruiting ban. So right now we have it through the end of May, which, in case some of you forget, like I do, we are in the month of May because I have totally lost track of what month it is. So we will find out hopefully next week if we get lifted that ban at all. It isn't looking like it's going to be, so we'll just continue to have phone conversations and talk to travel ball coaches and try to figure out you know, how to connect with these players. So for us, fortunately, our 2021 class is pretty locked in, and we have a really solid 2020 class coming in. And so our 2022s, it's not going to be a huge class for us. So selfishly, you know, I feel like as long as we keep these relationships up and communicating with these travel ball coaches, I think we'll be in a really good spot. So we're just kind of following orders right now and figuring out how to best maneuver through. And, you know, we'll start sending mailings of generic mailings of things that we can do in order to make sure that the younger ones know that we're still very interested. So as of now, we are not able to do camps. So we will look at sometime in the fall of trying to get some players out here at Farrington into some camps and working on their skill set and being able to connect with them. So other than that, everything has been really good, no complaints. And Emma's getting a lot of one-on-one coaching that she's really not excited about. So yeah, but I'm really excited about today's lineup. I think we have obviously some superstars in our current roster. And obviously I'm a little biased. We have 3 Olympians that is just tremendous, A, for our program to have 3 Olympians, and B, these 3 players were part of Mexico's first and only ever trip to the Olympics to be able to qualify. So I think it says a lot about what ASU softball was, and continuing that tradition is our hope. So thanks so much for joining us. I miss you guys. I miss hearing your voices at the stadium. And, you know, I look forward to having a fun day today out here on the Zoom.
So next up, is Paige gonna pull up the questions for us to do our rapid fire, get to know our current student athletes?
Well, I think, yes, I think I have that. So I wanted to go ahead and they have their questions and answers. Okay, so we have our Q&A. So right now I was gonna go ahead and introduce or Jackie, you can maybe introduce each one of our athletes, and then we can do a little icebreaker that I have for you guys, and then answer some of the questions that were sent to you from fans.
All right, so we got Maddie Hackbarth, who is our senior catcher. So are we calling them like COVID seniors, or like what is the current lingo? Super seniors, what we used to call them, but now I guess there's like a cooler term, COVID seniors. So she was part of the 2020 softball All-American team. She was 2019 Pac-12 and USA Player of the Week. She had 19 home runs. She's just shy of tying my teammate, Katie Cochran. She led the 2020 team in RBIs, slugging percentage. 6 sac flies, led the country. She played and started in 141 games, boasts a .547 slugging percentage with 72 runs. Behind the plate, Maddie notched 926 putouts and only 9 errors. And then we have Miley McLemore, sophomore utility, transfer from Foothills College. Jumped into the lineup to pinch situations, appearing in 13 games and making 1 start. She earned 5 runs and 3 RBIs and notched 10 putouts at first base. We have Haley Harger, junior infielder, 2020 transfer from Boise State. I'm pretty pumped. I actually got to watch her first ever career home run in Fullerton, so I feel like part of it now. I'm connected to you. 15 games played with 8 starts, 381 batting average. Oh yeah, hit 1 home run. I jumped the gun there. Put out 15 opponents and assisted 9 times. Alina Torres, one of the 2 only true freshman starters, played and started in every game in 2020. 9 home runs, ties for the team high with Maddie. 802 slugging percentage, scored 22 runs on 34 hits. Out of 5 players that started every game, she struck out the fewest. She put out 37 opponents. She placed 47 in softball All-America's top 100. And most importantly, we both share a walk-up song. So already one of my favorites. I thought that was super cool, Lena. So you touched my heart right there. So go ahead, Coach. I pull up the questions and I will ask away.
All right, Mai, you're up first. You ready?
Ready.
Okay, let me share my screen. We all know how this could be difficult for me. Share. Uh-oh.
If not, I got them.
Well, no, you don't have these. These are your rapid fire.
Right, I do. I got them though.
Oh, there we go. Share screen. I'm just having a hard time. Sorry, Jack.
No worries.
Okay. So let me, it won't, okay, play from Start. Oh, escape. All right, sorry guys. Technical difficulties with Coach Ford. It's the story of my life. Okay, so we're going to, all right, Mai, here we go. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right.
Ready? What color is your toothbrush?
My toothbrush is purple and white.
If you could be any animal, what would you be and why?
I would be a cat because I would want to have 9 lives and have cat-like reflexes.
Are some devils allowed to want to be cats? Trick question there. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Cookies and cream.
Morning person or night person?
I am a night person.
What is the strangest thing you've ever eaten?
Oh boy, that's a hard one. I can't even remember. I had some strange fruit that I've never had in my life when I went on a trip to Hawaii, but I can't remember what it's called, but definitely nothing I've ever had since.
What's the first thing you do when you get up?
I am woken up by my cat, so I play with him.
Dark chocolate or milk chocolate? Good question.
Milk chocolate.
Milk chocolate. Me too.
Nice, nice. All right, Mai. Mads, you're up next.
Yay.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is your biggest addiction?
Like food or
Besides going to practice.
probably playing with my dog right now.
Perfect. When you dance, do you look like?
Kinder Hackbarth.
What is the most interesting thing you have in your purse or wallet?
I don't know.
Matt, you are.
See?
You get a mulligan on that one. So if you could get a yacht, what would you call it?
Ooh. Big dog.
There you go. On a scale of 1 to 10, how cool are you?
Oh, probably 11 off the scale. Real cool.
What is your dream car?
My dream car is a 69 Camaro. Super sport.
What color?
All black.
Okay. What time did you go to bed last night?
11.
All right, Hals, you're up next.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
How long does it take you to get ready in the morning?
If I'm like going to practice or something, like 10 minutes. But if I'm going like to eat with somebody or something, you gotta give me about like 45 minutes to an hour.
What is one thing you always have wanted to do?
Go to Spain.
Perfect. What store do you shop at the most? Obviously, pre-quarantine.
Do I shop at the most? Probably Forever 21, Nasty Gal. I have a bunch, honestly. Like, it's easy to choose.
What supply in your house is running low?
It was toilet paper for a while, I'm not gonna lie, but my mom and my dad have been pretty on it. My dad's getting up at like 6 a.m. to like go get those supplies, so.
Very cool. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
All right. How do you like your steak cooked?
I honestly like it kind of bloody, probably medium rare.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a driver are you?
See, I think I'm probably I'm gonna give myself like an 8 or 9. Okay, I'm gonna be reasonable. 8 or 9.
Not too many tickets then.
Yeah, no, not one.
Perfect. That's a 10 then.
All right, Lena, you're the last one.
I'm nervous. Okay.
What was your favorite book growing up?
Ooh, the Junie B. Jones. Those are fun.
All right. Say a word in Spanish.
Hola.
What is the last song you listened to?
Probably Bad Bunny. I'm not sure what song though.
Would you rather climb a mountain or jump from an airplane?
Jump from an airplane. That's on my bucket list.
Ooh. What is one food that you couldn't give up?
These are really hard. Okay. Tacos.
Me too. Me too.
I know Taco Tuesday.
Great minds think alike. Come on.
You and me, girl. We're right there. All right. What chore do you hate doing?
The dishes.
Me too.
Do you snore? Serious question.
No.
No. That you know of.
No. Ask Maddie.
He doesn't.
All right.
All right, let me get out of. Awesome. So I thought that would be kind of fun for you guys to listen a little bit about some quick questions. I know we have some questions that were directed to our student athletes. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe we can keep it in that same order. So Mai, why don't you start first with a couple of questions, or Jackie, you can ask some of the questions, and then we can kind of go from there and then open things up.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So you came into the program in the middle of the year. Tell us how you got here.
So my travel ball coach reached out to Coach Ford once I realized that I wanted to transfer after junior college. So I was actually at a D1 program first, then went to Foothill. Now I'm at ASU. It obviously took a lot of hard work, and that wasn't just like on the softball field, but academics too, because I had to get my AA degree in less than a 2-year frame, which is what it usually takes. So just a lot of hard work and dedication and just getting my mind right to come to a really like a high program and understand what that was going to be like.
All right. So I'm asking this question personally because I am a huge Sun Devil football fan. I am on the Herm train for sure. Like for sure. Your brother is going to be joining the football team. Tell us a little bit about that, and like how cool is that you and your brother are both going to be Sun Devils?
Yeah, I'm super excited that we're going to both get to be a part of the Sun Devil family. We're really close. So like the idea of him having to go away for college was going to be tough, but now that we get to be together is going to be awesome. And I know he's going to fit in great, and he's going to love it just as much as I do.
Very, very cool. All right. So what's your major? What do you want to do? What do you want to be when you grow up?
So I'm majoring in sports business, and I really want to like continue to work with athletes as I get older. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to look like, but I have really good time managing skills, and based on like what I know, like my brother, who's an athlete, doesn't have the best. My dad used to be a professional athlete. He doesn't have the best time management skills either. So like I want to help professional athletes like manage the day and kind of just like help them with the stuff that they don't necessarily have like time to do because they're focused on other things.
That makes a lot of sense. You can help me too later on. All right. So would you say there's a difference in the speed of the game between D1 and JUCO?
Yeah, I think there's a huge difference. I think part of the like the biggest thing I saw was at junior college, you see like 1 to 3 girls that like really have what it takes, and like they're just all around athletes. But once you get to like a high Pac-12 or high Division I, like that's the entire team. So it's like you're just dealing with a bunch of athletes 24/7. It's not like you get a break in the lineup or anything. So I think that played a huge part in the speed of the game. And then also like just the mental capacity that all these girls have. Like they know what they're going to do every single second of the game, and they just come like completely ready. And I definitely didn't see that in junior college. So that was kind of a big difference.
Awesome. Well, we're so glad to have you. All right, Coach. So who's next?
You can pick, Jack. I think you want Mads to go?
Yeah, Maddie. Yeah.
Okay, let's go Mads.
All right, Mad, what are you most proud of from this past year?
So personally, I'm very proud of the person that I became. I went through a lot of stuff in the last year, and I've overcome it. And so just my personal growth and who I am today. As a team aspect, I'm just very proud of the team that, we got. All of the girls, very hardworking. We finally are getting to the culture, getting that culture back, wanting to be on the field all the time, and know what our goal is to get to OKC. So very proud of my team.
So this question I think is like an amazing question, because after everybody finishes their career, they're always like, man, I wish I had one more year. Well, you like literally do. So like there you get a redo. So what are your goals for next year? And like, what perspective did this give to you?
I think my goal for next year is just to continue what I was doing. I have personal goals, obviously the home run record. A lot of people know about that, something that I want. my name to be on. But I think just to continue what I was doing with my team, I wanted to leave a certain standard and a legacy behind, and Coach Ford and the coaching staff are helping me get to that. And so just continuing down that road and making my team better on and off the field, that's my goal. I think the perspective that I have is just not to take things for granted. I think that's something that a lot of people do and have that kind of mindset. But when you have something that you love, might get taken away from you for a long time, like forever possibly. Like you just have a different mindset when you get it back. So.
Absolutely. No, that's awesome. So very cool. So we'll definitely see you as a huge leader on the team next year, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what are your plans after college ball?
My plan after, hopefully, me and Coach Ford have had many conversations about this. I would like to go and get drafted, possibly. I want to go be like Sosh in Dallas and continue playing the game that I love. When I'm done, I will get my master's and hopefully be sticking around ASU for a little bit longer and helping out with the team.
Very, very cool. All right. So what do you have some tips for catchers?
Tips for catchers. Lots of tips. But the thing that I learned the most is probably transfer. A lot of people growing up, you always think about, oh, I have to have the strongest arm, this and that. But the one thing that I have learned the most is it's all about your transfer. So looking up drills, either softball or baseball related. I think a lot of people think that baseball and softball are different, but in reality they're not. Like, you're doing the same thing. And so just looking up drills, always practicing, never settling, always wanting to get better.
Awesome. Awesome. So during all this, how are you keeping up with your strength and flexibility? Do you have like a program you've been using, or what have you been doing to keep in shape?
Yeah, so I've reached out to my strength coach, obviously, and we've gotten kind of on like a 4-week plan. My brother actually has like a home gym, so whenever I'm in California, I go there, and then whenever I'm home, I'm doing whatever I can, either running or, stuff that I used to do when I was younger, so like wall sits or anything like that, like just sitting and watching TV. I think the most important thing is your core, not really your legs. When your core is strong, everything else is just going to be strong. So I have an accountability group that Coach Ford has assigned, and my group's really awesome. We talk every day, and we're on this we all want to get toned and get ripped and all this stuff and make the most out of it. So I told them that every day I want to do 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, and 100 bodyweight squats. They are killer, let me tell you, but that's what I've been doing.
So I want to get ripped. Can you add me to that accountability group? That's my question.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Okay, last and final question. Who inspired you to play softball?
My mom. My mom inspires me to do a lot of things, not just softball. She's my superhero. She's just an incredible woman, the strength that she has and everything that she's been through in life. She inspires me to do a lot of things, and everything that she has sacrificed has made me sacrifice things too, and just know that it's all going to be worth it. So she inspires me to do everything, especially softball.
As a mom, I'm trying not to cry here.
I'm trying not to cry too, so you're good.
All right, girl. Thank you so much. Excited to see what you do next year in your super senior year. All right. Next, Hallie.
Yes.
You're up. Okay. So let's start out with the hard one. You beat cancer. Didn't play in a single game of softball for over a year. Walk us through your first at-bat and hit. Like, you're already like one of my heroes. So
a little backstory. Yeah, my freshman year at Boise State, I was diagnosed with a spindle cell sarcoma. So I had 2 surgeries and then 6 weeks of radiation. And then I decided that I was going to transfer with Coach Ford, my dad, here. So my first at bat was against Detroit Mercy, and I was a little nervous, but we had fall games, so that was cool for me because I kind of got all the jitters out in our fall games. But I don't know, it was cool that I just got the experience to like be back out there after being gone, not being able to play for so long. And like in the moment, I feel like I didn't like think about it that much. It's like it was just kind of normal, like I was back in my routine. And I ended up getting a hit, and I think for me it was just like knowing that I'm back out there, like all this growth and like kind of like, okay, you beat it, like you're moving on. And I was with a new team too, a new uniform, so that was really cool for me. But I think my favorite was my second hit when I play against Boise, which all my old teammates, and it was actually against my best friend. So like I remember being on first base and we kind of like looked at each other and we laughed. But yeah, just a lot of like growth and knowing that like I'm moving on but like a new beginning, because it's always something that will define me and I'm very proud of it. So I'm happy to represent the cancer community.
That's awesome. Like seriously, you are a hero to a lot of us. All right. So what was the hardest part about coming back though? Like was it physical, the mental, what was it?
Probably a little bit of both. I mean, I had surgery on my left leg, so it took me a while to like get back into running and all that, and I still kind of move differently. So I think just learning how to like get my leg to move, not necessarily how it was before, because they've described to me that might not always be how it was before, but just kind of like a new beginning and my new normal.
Very cool. No, that totally makes sense. All right. So then what are you most proud of besides like everything?
Most proud of, I think I'm most proud of just being able to be a part of ASU. I mean, it's been something that since when I was at Boise, Coach Ford and my dad have worked together for a really long time. So it's always something that I wanted to be a part of, but was kind of scared to take that step. And so I think just being with my teammates are awesome. So I think I'm just proud about being a part of ASU.
That is awesome. Okay. So you were awarded a red shirt when you had cancer, as well as a COVID red shirt.
Yeah.
32-year senior in college. What are your academic plans?
So I'll have 2 extra years. So I'm planning on getting my master's and being able to finish off. I feel like I've dedicated so much of my life to softball, and it's my 3rd year and I still haven't officially finished a season. So I'm going to play as long as I can to hopefully finish a full season of softball.
That's awesome. And taking advantage of that academically, that's awesome. So you're our hero. All right, last one, I believe. Alina. Yep, you're who I got left. So, question. What was it like transitioning from high school to the collegiate level? I mean, I do know your club coach pretty personally, and he might be as close as you get to playing college ball. Tell us about it. What was the transition like?
Yeah, I just think it's crazy how at college every day you learn something new. And in club ball, I was more of like being on a schedule. I'm like, okay, do this, do that, and being on a good like, okay, just perfect this game. But now in college, I realize like there's so many ways you can be good at different things, such as like bat angle and everything. So I just think just learning the game more as a collegiate hitter and fielder, and just going off the game. Yes, Coach Todd is a little crazy. But Coach Ford is definitely up there, which I love. That's why I love her so much. And I just think college, you play for your team, not just for yourself. And a little bit in club ball, you're a little bit selfish because you just want to, try to be the best player on your team. And more college, you want to be, how can I produce for my team and how can I win and then go to the Women's College World Series.
Awesome. So I guess a little bit more, what was easy and what was hard then?
Ooh, Coach Ford's tough. Coach Todd are pretty close. I just think that time management is a big deal. I think being on a schedule is very important, especially in my aspect. So ever since I was little, I've always been on a schedule. So this COVID thing really did mess me up a little bit. So learning how to be responsible. This is more growth-wise, and being, okay, what do I do? How do I get better? It's more accountability more than anything. So I've learned that a lot through this COVID. So
all right, and it sounds like Mai can help you with that too, so you're good. You got it.
Yeah, Miley, you got me right.
All right, so what did you learn from this abbreviated season that you're excited to apply to your game next year? So since you get a redo, what are you going to do next year?
I think it's a blessing in disguise. I think getting that extra year is going to really help me just in the aspect of all games. So being faster, better glove angles, the way I hit, discipline-wise, I just think it's going to be really helpful to my game. I'm just going to work on one thing at a time, being faster, just everything. I just think it's awesome. So
that's awesome. All right. So where's your favorite place on campus?
This is a hard one. Okay. Whew. I love the Carson Center, but the MU, Chick-fil-A, all of it, perfect. That's everything I got. Walking to campus and I see the food, I'm like, oh, I have to go and stop right now. Starbucks, everything.
Awesome. All right. What is your favorite infield drill?
Okay. There's a drill I do on camp. It's called the hockey goalie drill, where you have the 2 cones and you go back and forth how many balls you can get without messing up. That's my all-time favorite drill because I'm so competitive. I like to be perfect. So I like to challenge myself a lot. and Harger definitely challenges me, so it's very fun.
I like drills where there's a winner too. If not, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
All
We're just
right,
we're on the same level right now. It's
I'm
amazing.
really feeling this right here. This
Yeah, come on.
All
I
right,
might have
so
to go down to Tucson.
absolutely, I'll have to head up there. All right, so how much time do you spend in the batting cage now as compared to before college? And exciting, you're now gonna have air conditioning in your batting cage, so that's a game changer.
Yes, I can hit forever. I love hitting. I just think me and my dad go every day. Not obviously for 2 hours every day, but we split it up, try new things. I get a lot of tips from Harger and Coach Ford. Just trying to be better at my game at all times that I can. I hit up Maddie a lot too. Me and Maddie are really good about asking like, how do I get better at this? And we really go back and forth and like helping each other, what I can do better. Mindset wise, I've really talked to her about that. Self-discipline, what pitch am I looking for? What's my plan? And I think my favorite thing overall in the games are when Coach Ford asks me what I'm going to look for before I go on deck. So I'm like, okay, look for this pitch. Another big thing is breathing. I think Coach Ford really engraved that in my head, like breathing's okay. It's okay to breathe before you hit the ball. So that's really helped me a lot.
All right, last question. You're obviously having a killer season, killer start to your season. And as a Tucsonan, it was really awesome when everyone was talking about like Jess Harper hitting home runs. I'm like, well, have you guys, the freshman at ASU, who actually has more home runs than her? So you gave me something to brag about down here in Tucson. I appreciate that. So, and the year was shortened. So will you get to be a freshman again next year, or how does that all work? That's what one of the questions that someone sent in to us.
Yeah, so I'll be a COVID-19 freshman. Is that what we're calling it? I have no clue. I'll just go with that. It sounds cool. So I'll be a COVID freshman red shirt or whatever that.
Very cool. So do you get to keep those runs, or how does that all work? Do those stats count in your career?
Oh, I don't know. That's why I was like, oh, but yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, but I'm just trying to get better. I mean, as long as we win and the team does good, my part, as long as I produce the team, that's all that matters to me.
Well, that's super exciting. We're excited to have all of you guys back. And that's it for my questions right now for the current team. Coach, what do you got next?
Yeah, so thanks you guys so much. It was good to hear from you. And I know we answered some questions that the fans had asked, which was huge. So keep them coming. If you guys have any questions that maybe we didn't address, go ahead and share them in the chat section. So on your Zoom screen, down there it says chat, and you can send either a message directly to me or you can send it to everyone, and we'll do our best to answer it. But we're going to kind of transition now into our alums that are on this call, and we're really excited again to welcome both Dallas, Sash, and Chelsea to this Zoom call. I thought it would be really cool to kind of bridge our alum and the foundation that was set here. And Jack, you've had some interaction with these, crazy ladies as well, haven't you, with Team Mexico? Oh, you're on mute. There we go.
Sorry. Yes, no, super excited to announce these three girls. I mean, they're killer. They kind of don't need introduction, but Dallas, who pitched with us from 2011, 2014, first team All-American, two-time second team All-American, member of the All Pac-12 first team, 2011 World Series All-Tournament team, Pac-12 Newcomer of the Year, frequent Pac-12 Pitcher of the Week. She finished her career as one of the most decorated Sun Devils in any sport with 1 national championship and 3 trips to Women's College Series. Escobedo had a 115-26 all-time record with an 815 winning percentage. She came 3 wins shy of matching my girl Katie Burkhart's school record of 118 victories. She finished with 1,222 strikeouts, good for second ASU history, and became just the 14th player in Pac-12 history to accomplish the 1,000 strikeout feat. She reached 300 strikeout plateau in 3 different seasons and holds the 4th, 5th, and 6th highest strikeout totals for a single season in program history. Oh my God, so much awesomeness. All right, and we got Shell over here. Dallas's catcher, one of the top career hitters in Sun Devil history, consistently finished in the top 5 of team batting averages, 2017 All Pac-12 first team, Pac-12 Player of the Week, 2016-017 College Sports Information Directors of America, Academic All District Softball Team, and 2015 NSCA All Region Team. And Chelsea Gonzalez, shortstop, 2014 through 2017. Awards she won were 2017 All Pac-12 First Team, Pac-12 Player of the Week, 2015 Pac-12 All Defensive Team, 2015 Pac-12 Second Team All Conference Selection, 2015 ASU Defensive Player of the Year, and an elite big bat legend. Gonzalez ranks in the top 20 of ASU career leaders in home runs, hits, and top 10 ranks in doubles. They are going to be something to reckon with once the Olympics get back on schedule. So those are the girls that we have for today.
Yeah, we're really excited to have you guys on here. Thank you so much for taking the time and kind of reconnecting back with your family that will always be your family. I know you guys are all in your, different houses and in different locations, but I think Paige is going to share a moment that happened I guess it's been last summer, let's call it last summer, and kind of would love for you guys to go through each individually and kind of share with us your thoughts on kind of this clip. So, all right, Paige, you're up.
All right, here we go. Let me start the video.
Go Mexico, baby. Go Mexico.
Goosebumps, right?
I know.
All right, so Coach, do you want me to ask these questions?
Sure, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so these are kind of for everybody because I don't got a name for any of them. So how do you guys feel as your time at Sun Devil helped you guys prepare for Olympic stage? Anybody?
I mean, how would it not? Everything that we went through, like, gosh. No, I'm very thankful. ASU is my life, and it's a huge part of me. And being able to share it with Sash and Chelsea and playing with them, I think it was one of the biggest preparations, knowing and you can easily trust who you have behind the plate that I'm throwing to, and then who you have on the field. Like, nothing is getting by. Like, we are solid, and I think like just having us as a core for that team and sharing it with the rest of them is huge. So I mean, we're transforming Mexico into that Sun Devil way.
That's awesome. So now that I got you, Dallas, what was going through your mind in that pitch when you were against Team Canada? What was going on in your head?
Just that one at a time, one pitch at a time. I had struck out the girl right before that, and then in my head I'm like, okay, one more out, like one at a time, deep breath. Like I completely stayed within my routine, and I think that last pitch, like a whole like soul like left me in my body, because I like transformed into a completely more relaxed person, my husband would probably say. But no, it was unbelievable. Like, that probably was one of the best pitches I've thrown in my life right there, because it struck somebody out to go to the Olympics. So
Awesome. So are you still heading to Japan to play ball?
Yes, I should currently be there, but my first half was canceled due to the COVID. But if everything clears up, then in August I'll be heading back to finish my second half of the season.
Very cool. And a very serious question asked by one of the fans. Does your arm ever get tired?
No, not when you're pitching to go to the Olympics, no.
All right. Next question for any of the other Olympians. What excites you the most about representing your country on an international level, especially since it's your first appearance? What makes that so special?
I'll go, Chelsea.
I know. I was like, you can go.
I've been on the team for quite a bit. So just seeing like the growth of our program, like my first summer, we didn't win a single game. It was a humbling experience, but I definitely think, you realize what you're playing for. And I'm kind of at a unique position. My dad used to play for the Mexican national team for baseball back in the day. And so I think that was like a really full circle moment for me. And honestly, for the team, I think that like just seeing again the growth of our program, and now people are talking about Team Mexico and not just saying, oh, this is just an easy game. Like, we went there and we won when we weren't expected to win. The fact that we went undefeated and we beat Canada on their home soil, I mean, that is like something that you can't replicate, and an environment that it's going to be hard to replicate until we go back to the Olympics. But it's been a complete full circle moment for me, and just being alongside two of, the best to play at ASU, but also some of my really close friends is really awesome.
That is super cool. Full circle story. Mm-hmm. All right. Next question, probably Chelsea. So does your training or strategic approach to the game change now? Like, I mean, obviously it's changed a little bit because of COVID, but does the Olympic level change anything or does it stay the same?
I think me personally, you know, I'm very lucky. I coach out here in Arizona. I coach at South Mountain Community College. So I have a field. So even when the girls are practicing, I'll hop in some drills. So I'm very thankful for that. And I'm very thankful because, they're getting me better as well. But definitely since everything that's happened in the world, us hitters especially, we're keeping up with our hitting. We got that blast motion that we put on the knobs of our bat so we can see how we're hitting. We have the app downloaded and everything. So, we're expected to hit 500 balls a week, which is very good for us, just to keep in shape. But I actually go back sometimes to some of my ASU workouts. At ASU at 6 a.m., those weights were not fun to do, but now I always go back to those and just, lift as much as I could. When I played there, I go back to, hang cleans, back squats, all that stuff, just to stay in shape, because once you get to playing, it's going to catch up to you. And as we get older, I always joke oh, my body hurts. But again, I just try and get as much work as I can and, just keeping up with those workouts. But definitely, I never lifted or did really conditioning until I got to ASU. So I'm very thankful for all the training, all that stuff. So to the current girls too, learn from, your strength and conditioning coach, because it stays with you. It really does. So
that's awesome. All right. Last question for any one of you guys. Obviously you guys are now at the pinnacle of your guys' career and you're one of the top athletes in your sport. How does it feel? Anybody?
Hopefully it can only go up from here, really. I mean, we're putting in the work. Like Chelsea says, the hitters are doing a tremendous job. They're tracked every single day. And myself, we built a batting cage, so there's no excuses. We have a home gym, thankfully. And but just continuing to better ourselves in any way that we can in this time and moving forward. A lot of us I know have done stuff mentally and good self-recognition. And so just any way that we can get better is going to be the biggest key to continue to move forward and get that ultimate goal of the gold medal.
I also think though, representing Sun Devils, we have the most Sun Devils on the team other than everybody else. In matches, and we tell people that, but I do think just representing in all the opportunities that this school has given us to prepare for this moment. I mean, Dal touched on, every single game that we played at Farrington prepped us for that moment to go to Canada and compete. And it was just another game. Yeah, the Olympics were on the line, but we were prepped for that moment because of ASU. And I know that all of us are really thankful for all the, family that we made while our time in Tempe. And I have to shout out Nikki with her awesome team execution.
Yes.
Always sporting. We love you. And we love everybody. Thank you so much for just your ability to connect with us and just to still be along this journey with us, even though we're removed from the program.
We are crazy proud of you guys. Thank you guys so much and good luck. And you have all of Sun Devil Nation rooting for you guys. So awesome. So that brings us to Coach.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to these alums a little bit because I want to pick your brains a little bit more. I think for me, obviously great to see your faces. And Dal, I think you owe a shout out maybe to your catcher that's catching you every single day. So, I always got my boy Chris. He's
I know.
But
he's probably screaming in the house somewhere. I can't hear him, but I'm sure he's you. No, he literally built our batting cage, and I was particular, how you would be. I'm well, my mound, my step is not going to be here, so I need it to be up. And he's okay. But he made it happen, and we threw in it yesterday for the first time. And I'm this makes me want to pitch every day. So I'm very thankful for my all-time catcher every day. So, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a transition from your dad to now your current husband.
Oh, Dad was here, so
Okay.
he put the 2 cents in too. So I hear it, and it's just constructive criticism. It's going in, all in the heart right there.
And congrats, you bought your first house.
I did. Thank you so much. We're putting it together. This is a blessing in disguise for me. So I'm thankful I have this time to be able to spend with my family, to get my house in order and just kind of enjoy. I haven't been home this long in the past 2 years or more, so it's been awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Sash, your backyard looked pretty sweet in that video of yours.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on there. What's the Palacios family got going on?
Yeah, there's all Kiko written all over it. I remember I always asked my dad for a cage since I was little. I didn't want a trampoline. I didn't want anything. I wanted a cage. And I never got one until I came back from college one day for like a weekend. And my dad's like, hey, can you come help me move something in the backyard? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I went out there and there was this beautiful cage. And I had to go back to school. I was a GA, so I was back in Tempe. And now it's like the first time that I'm actually able to enjoy it and work in it every day. And Mexico has provided us with a blast motion. So we're getting our swings in, we're preparing. And it's just nice to be back home and have my dad front toss me. And like kind of just like Dallas said, the critique that's going to make us better. And that's something that I like craved when I was back in Arizona, was that like time with my dad in the cage, and I'm getting it now. So there's no excuses, like Dallas said. And it's really nice though. And he outdid himself with the cage for sure.
Yeah. And for those that don't know, I mean, we know, but for some reason in that family, they have a wildcat. And so make sure you mess up Charlize's swing, tell her all kinds of bad things. Yeah, make sure that we're ready to go. But I'm happy to hear that she's healed and she's doing really well. I know she had some bumps this year from, I think she had a pretty bad concussion. And so just know that we love her and love the family. We're going to beat her on game day, just so she knows.
I know, I tell her all the time. But it is nice to have her back. I guess it's like a blessing in disguise. We haven't really been able to spend so much time just with traveling in her season. Obviously, we were going all over the place to try to support her. But she, having her home is nice. And I know my parents are really happy to have all 3 of their kids home and causing ruckus here. So it's definitely eventful. But thank you. I'll let her know.
Good. Oh, all right, Gonzo. I just have one quick question for you. Sorry, I had all of these for you guys because I was super excited to get you guys on here. But you obviously played at a really, really high level, and now are with Team Mexico, and you're also now a coach, so you're on the other side. Tell us kind of some things that you've learned that you think are funny, and some realizations. Did you ever have a moment of like, oh man, that's what coach, one of your coaches were saying, or I understand now? Like, kind of walk us through that transgression.
So yeah, it's definitely different being on the other side. There are times when, I'll ask somebody about their at-bat and they'll tell me an answer that I would probably say as a player, but thinking coach-wise, I'm like, oh, I'm thinking this way now. So it's definitely, I see them, and I'm still young. So, they talk to me about like certain things that they feel comfortable with, especially like playing wise. Cause I've been there. I was there like a couple of years ago, like in college, but I'm glad that I'm still playing because I can answer their questions also as a player too. So it's definitely fun. When asking about glove angle, because, I remember senior year, I never really got it down until like games, and it worked. So I was like, thank God. But, asking them, okay, how do you guys field? And then they're like, okay, here. And I'm like, no, fingertips down. Like, you guys have to create that glove angle. So it's just fun. But they're good. They're a great group of girls, and, they're super funny, and, they keep me young. So it's good. It's good to have, that team. But, they're also, they support me so much. This past year, we were doing we were traveling a bunch of times for Mexico. So I did have to miss out on practices and stuff, but, they're very supportive, always asking me to send videos in the group chat of where I'm traveling and all that stuff, saying that they're going to go watch. And it's kind of cool too, because, the parents are involved too, and they always ask me how I'm doing. So it's just, I have a great group of support out here. So, but definitely, I do have funny times when, just being a coach and stepping back and just realizing that what we were probably doing as players. So it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Those are honestly some of my favorite emails that I get from former players of now that I'm coaching, and I'm like, yeah,
exactly.
You get it.
Yeah. Now I have to be so patient, and it's good though. I'm good. They've taught me a lot. So
Good.
It's good.
Awesome. Well, I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining us. And obviously we'll continue to answer some of these questions. I do, though, however, want to show you our hitting facility. So we put together a little video. I know I'm actually sitting in it nice and air conditioned. So we are really, really excited and very thankful for everybody here. Gabe, you're on this call. I'm going to embarrass you a little bit, but you did just a tremendous job for us of fundraising and getting this thing going, and you were pushing, and we're just, we're very thankful, and it's turned out wonderful, better than I could ever imagine. So thanks for all your work and for supporting women's athletics. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Anything for you, Coach, and your players in the program. I'm excited to see it firsthand.
Yes, here we go. All right. So here we go. This is our outside of our building. So when you guys walk up to Farrington now, that's what you'll see. So that's kind of the outside. And here we are. I'm kind of sitting right there. So that's our big mural. And it has 3 cages. That's one of our hitting technologies that we have in here. But yeah, so we have 3 large hitting cages. They're about 14 feet wide. So those of you that started here with our program know that we had outside, holy, turf, bent poles. They won a lot of national championships with those types. But now we are indoor, we have a big fan, and we also have air conditioning. So there are 3 very large cages, about 50 feet long. We have a lot of hitting technology in it, which we're excited about and we'll probably share in another session. I have conned Coach Harger coming in on this, which he's not one to get on. You guys know these types of things, but we're really excited about it. I was going to share with you guys a little bit of a couple of our hitting machines and what they do, our pitching machines. So let me, again, stay with me because you know that I'm a little crazy with my sharing my screen, but my downloads. I wanted to share with you guys one of our pitching machines and kind of what it does. I conned my daughter into, there it is, into doing this with me today. So she's not very happy, but that's kind of what you get when you're a coach's daughter. So let me share my screen, and there we go. Okay, here we go. So this is one of our machines.
All right, so this puppy feeds automatically and feed different pitches.
Doesn't she look so excited, you guys?
Rise, drop, change, different speeds. It has a light system that lets the hitters know what's coming. You'll see red, yellow, green, and go. So as our hitters are in here, they can be taking their cuts, and then when they've taken their cuts, they can come over and push the pause like our lovely Miss Emma is doing right now. And it will stop the pitching machine. And when she's rested and gets her mind right, she can then hit start again. And now it'll start back up.
You can tell she's really excited to be here with Mom. But the great thing about the pitching machine is that we can actually program it. So if we're going to face somebody that throws curve, rise, change, we can set it up so it throws those pitches at that frequency, at that break, at that speed. And so we're really excited to be able to, our players will tell you that I love to prepare. So we have a lot of, video on pitchers. And so we will set that up. And as we're preparing, especially for conference play against pitchers that we've, faced throughout the years, I feel like it's going to really, really help us be even better hitters, which Coach Harger that's kind of amazing because I feel like he's done a pretty good job. So I told him, though, like, we're getting all this hitting technology that we need to start throwing a pitching lab in here or something. So Dallas and we're going to start working on that, Gabe, okay? So that's going to be our next project is we're going to get some technology in here and do a whole little pitching scenario.
That sounds like a plan. Hey, Coach, what about the upgraded Jackie Vasquez bullpen?
Oh, I know. That's right outside of our window here. And I think it's really cool that, you have an alum that comes out and supports your program. And so we have a fully turfed bullpen area as well. And so when it comes to rain or shine, it literally means rain or shine, we will be pitching, which I know we don't get a lot of rain, but when we do, it doesn't hold it very well. So we're excited to be able to hold tournaments, moving forward. We got the top of the line because you know how Jackie is. She wants her Sun Devils to have a top of the line bullpen and cages. So we went and got some of the best, and just very thankful, obviously, to Jackie and to everybody that's helped to make this a reality. So we've come a really long ways, and I think these 4 alums especially know how far that this program has come and what will continue to grow. So I wanted to answer one of these questions that kind of came up on the Zoom chat that I thought would be really helpful. A couple of you guys were asking about our incoming kids coming in. So I do have the ability to talk about our 2020s. We have 7 2020s coming in. So we have Brenna Begin, and she's an outfielder. She plays for the SoCal Athletics organization out of Southern California. She's an outfielder, brings a little bit of speed. We have Emily Casares. She's a center fielder coming from the Athletics Mercado organization. She is from Central Valley, so Fresno area, Clovis, actually, to be honest. We have Harley Braswell. She is from NorCal. She's a catcher outfielder, left-handed hitter. We have Savannah Price. She is also from Northern California. She's a middle infielder. And we have Kai Lushar, who is from Nevada. And she is an outfielder, infielder, kind of wherever you want to put her. She brings a lot of team speed to us. We have an interesting one, Miss Christiana Watson, who those of you that are huge fans of softball, Laura Espinoza, who was a pretty good softball player at the U of A. Her daughter, though, has chosen the correct path and will be a Sun Devil. And she's a first baseman power hitter. I think a lot of you guys that know our game and have watched it for many years will see that she looks very similar to her mom in the box. Her dad gives, Laura's dad gives her crap saying that Christiana is going to break all of her records, which of course we're okay with. And I think our last of our 7 is Allison Royalty. She's a pitcher from Texas. She's a right-handed pitcher, and she's coming into us also playing for the Mercado Athletics organization. She's a highly coveted, won a national championship for PGF along with Emily, her teammate. So those are our incoming kids coming in, and we're really excited to have them join our current team. So from there, I think we are pretty much, I know I always run over time. It's me in a nutshell. But I think we will kind of open it up if any of you guys have any Q&A, or we can kind of go from there. I think oh, okay. We got a question here. Let's see. What is your favorite uniform combo?
I like all black.
Me
That's
too.
my favorite.
Me too.
But the new white ones, the AZ State ones, are probably my second favorite. But all black, definitely my top.
All black.
Mine's all black, and then Devils uniform.
Definitely Devils, or I like the new all white ones are pretty sick too.
I kind of like maroon too. I'm not gonna leave that.
They're all pretty good.
Okay. Maybe this will go towards Dallas and Sosh, just because, you know, what's kind of going on with the MPF and the USSSA and Scrapyard Dogs, and kind of where are we kind of at with all of that?
I know that for NPF, we last year the national team partnered with the Cleveland Comets, and we played out in Cleveland for the NPF season. And I attest, you know, us qualifying, a big reason being was our preparation, and that came from playing together all NPF season. Just with, you know, the climate of right now, we don't have a for sure decision on if NPF will happen, if it's being obviously postponed and pushed back to, I think, mid-June. And then as far as I could talk about the Athletes Unlimited, I signed to play with them. That's going to start up in mid-August to mid-September. It's a new league that they're also really supportive of the NPF. It's just a new way of it's basically 52 girls in one spot. They're drafting new teams every week. So every week you'll have a new team. You'll play against the other 3 teams. And it's exciting. It's competitive, and I'm excited to be a part of it. I think Dal with Scrapyard, right?
Yeah. So kind of right now, Scrapyard and the USSSA Pride are basically partnering and kind of going off and going to do a lot of different venues when there's really big youth club ball tournaments able to happen. And I will actually be with the Pride this summer for that. With right now, we won't have to go out until I think the middle of June, when everything's hopefully cleared up by then. But yeah, and Team USA is actually majority on Scrapyard. I know there's going to be a few with the Bandits as well this summer. So just a lot of growth right now with everybody growing the game any way that they can. So it's pretty exciting.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I think for now, I think we'll kind of wrap things up. Again, just wanted to say thank you guys so much for joining us. Fans, we miss you guys terribly.
Yeah.
We hope that we can get out there and see you guys soon, and hopefully this fall, you know, we'll be able to get onto the field and do some fall games, and at least get you guys out there and yelling. Nikki, I know you got to get your voice back into shape. Again, thank you guys so much, and honestly appreciate your support. If you ever would love to give back to the program or help our student athletes, don't hesitate to contact me or Jackie Blazer at the Sun Devil Club. We're kind of in a time where we're all trying to figure out this new roadmap, and appreciate and just know that it directly impacts our players, our program. Obviously, I think this program has produced some really awesome women that I know that I am very proud and humbled to be able to, call up Dallas and Chelsea and Sosh and, ask them questions. And Jackie knows that she can't get rid of me. So we enjoy each other. But just wanted to say thank you to you guys. We will do this again in a couple of weeks with some more players to keep this kind of going. And for all the moms out there, happy Mother's Day. I hope you guys enjoy it. I know, I'm sure my kids are working on my present right now. I can, I'm almost positive, but again, just thank you very much. And you guys have a blessed week, and go Devils.
Thank you so much for having me, Coach. Go Devils. It was a great call. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Coach. I'm sure. There. I was trying to remove everyone, and that last one would not lead, like it wouldn't work. I don't know why, but
in the waiting room. My guess is she walked off from her computer.
Right. Yeah.
So funny. No, good job, Coach. I thought it went well. It was great.
Good. I couldn't tell if the rapid fire was really a good thing or a bad thing. I think that'll be interesting.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was good. I think the questions, we could have maybe cut down on a few questions here and there.
Okay.
I mean, but I thought it was good. People want to hear from the student athletes, and the whole with Dallas and Sasha and Chelsea, that was awesome. I thought so. It was good. And I was thinking maybe for the thank you email, you can answer some of the questions that were asked of you that we didn't get to. And then maybe in a thank you email, we can include some of those answers, make it a little different of a message or something.
No, I think that sounds great. Yep.
So
I think, we were just running over time, and I was like, oh God, like, which is, I hope you're okay that we took out the skill kind of set of it.
No, that's fine, because I think we'll save that for next time.
Yeah.
And people will love it. And I don't know what the deal is. We had over 90 RSVPs, and we didn't have, I think we hit maybe 79 at the most at a time, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. People maybe just forget, or they can't get on or something, but
look at the staff too.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
There was some staff who RSVP'd who I didn't see on there.
Okay. I'll have to check that out. So,
and then there was a lot of more than one person in a screen.
Right.
That is true.
Today, I know this is, but like today being the first day that Arizona is really open for things, like when I drove down here, there was a lot of people out and about. So I think that might have had, something to do with things.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
We were in legit traffic this morning when we went to drive to watch the flyover.
Yeah.
Like legit traffic. I was a little annoyed.
Hey, Coach, real quick. This is Bridget. Have you met Bridget? I don't know if you
know who she is. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's the one that runs the Junior Sun Devil Club.
Right. Off to you later today.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Yes.
It's a well-loved book, but it's stupid as all get out.
That's okay.
I'll drop it off later.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you. And oh my gosh, Emma was so funny in that video. That was cracking me up.
I have a 15-year-old son with the exact same attitude today. So.
It was awesome. So thank you.
Okay. Thanks, you guys, so much.
We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.